Okay, this video is on food. Everybody loves food. Government gives food. Line for food. That's what we're talking about.
And what we're doing is we're breaking down the few things that we know about the
Break it on down. Break it on down.
We're going to apologize. He is white.
Hey,
white at
that's
that.
a racial comment you just made.
Hey,
you racial
I'm white.
profiled me.
Oh, okay, then it's white on white. There we go.
Yeah. You're judging me by the color of my skin. That's racial profiling.
You're pasty.
Yeah, I know. That's racial profiling. That's a derogatory racial term you just made.
Okay. Anyway, the new Green Deal, which I've mentioned before, they need to take the word green out of it because green's my favorite color, and they're making my color look and sound bad. Anyway, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. And yes, I'm dating myself, and no, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'll just say that I'm old enough to know better and young enough to keep doing it. Amen.
Woo!
Woo!
Praise the Lord. Glory to God.
Glory to God.
Pass the offering plate. Amen. Hallelujah.
And so when I was a kid, my mom, being a single mom, she had to get food stamps. And this is before she actually was able to go to college, get a degree, the whole 9 yards. And so we were on food stamps. And we also would go and stand in line to get our ration, which was a big block of cheese. And for those who never knew this, who are too young to realize this, cheese back in the day did not come in the nicely thin sliced cellophane wrapped cheese. It was a big block of cheese and you cut it yourself. Anyway, but you were given pretty much the food stamps, and if you want to call them green stamps, where you were allotted a certain amount of stamps to get food, and you were told what you could and could not spend it on, which means you couldn't spend it on alcohol, you couldn't spend it on, I think it was like cigarettes. It's pretty basic.
All the good stuff you can't buy with it.
Yeah, you couldn't buy with it. And so I'm thinking of the new Green Deal, and they're trying to do away with, of course, agriculture. They're trying to make it, there is a big, huge warehouse in, do you know what state it is? Is it like, it's somewhere up north where it gets cold, I think.
I don't know.
There's an article out there, you guys can look it up, where they're storing seeds for, to be able to have food. Well, if you're doing away with all the agriculture, why, you're storing seeds, number one, there's no need. If you just, like any farmer would do, you take the seed from whatever crop and then take it out and then replant it. But these seeds are synthetic. They're not real seeds. I mean, they grow to whatever whatever vegetable they want it to be. But the thing is, the government now wants to tell you that you cannot have your own garden. So you're not going to be able to grow corn or green beans or strawberries or whatever you want in your own yard if you have a patch of grass to do it. Or probably in the city, you're probably not even going to be able to have like a patio or a balcony and just grow your own herbs and stuff like that. They're probably not going to let you do that because you won't be able to buy the seeds anymore. I noticed that a lot more places like Lowe's and Home Depot, they have it already started. It's grown just about maybe 4 inches or whatever vegetable you want. Yeah. And then you take it home, you plant it and put it in the ground, water it, make it grow, and you get your vegetables. Well, now the government is trying to take that away from you, and we are going to go back to standing in line. You people think I'm kidding, but if you look it up, and I wish I knew the name of it, but there is a warehouse that in the United States it's storing all the seeds, food. You're not going to be able to be in control of your own food. I mean, we're pretty much not in control of our food right now because they're telling you what you can and cannot eat. They're doing away with our cows, doing away with the farmers. So you're pretty much now going to be told how much food you will be allotted. You got anything to say?
Soylent Green. Soylent Green. It's a movie in the 1970s.
Oh, yeah.
And they stood in line to get Soylent Green. Looked like little green chips, squares. And oh, they loved that Soylent Green. But you couldn't have anything else. This one woman, she had a bottle of strawberry preserve. She had to hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real food. You can't have that. And that's what we're going to. Yeah, I know all about standing in line. I did that with my grandpa. We got the 5-pound, in California they did that. It was a federal thing. Got 5-pound block of cheese. We got honey sometimes. You always got the cheese. But sometimes they had an extra bonus. Sometimes they'd give you honey or sometimes rice. That was about the only bonus you'd get. But yeah, so they'll go back to that. Standing in line.
Now the
because
movie...
you can't...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because you can't have your own food. And they tell you what to eat. There you go.
Now
Okay.
the movie has Charlton Heston in it. And you're thinking... I mean,
Did
this
it?
is a... Yeah, that was Charlton Heston.
Oh, I don't know.
That was,
I don't know these people.
This was like a big departure for Charlton Heston, and it's called Soil, S-O-I-L, and then Green, right?
Soylent Green.
Oh, how do you spell it?
I think.
S-O-L-E-N-T?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it's S-O-L-E-N-T.
That
Green.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Go if you want to find it online. We watched it for free online. You can type in the Soylent Green and then type the word Daily Motion after that, and they've got it for free in 2 parts on Daily Motion. You can watch that movie.
Yeah.
That's how we saw it.
And that right there will wake you up. If that doesn't, go to Logan's Run, the movie with Michael York, and if that doesn't wake you up, then go to Escape from New York with Kurt Russell in it. And if that don't wake you up, I mean, these movies were back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and I think they were trying to give us a fair warning. But anyway, you're not going to be able to, grow your own food anymore if you wanted to grow your own food. You're no longer going to be in control. You're actually going to be probably eating the same thing every day because they're just not going to, have a ton of stuff. It's going to be like back in people that are young. You don't realize this, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad back in the day, and we're heading back that way, and it's going to be even worse.